Okay.
Nothing has returned.
Yes. So in that case, you need to add this one.
Okay. I'll check for all which have been given
Yeah.
here.
So that's also not there.
So I think I need to give these
You
all.
just grab it for, don't grab, just grab it for MEM. MEM.
Okay,
AIO.
okay. Star MEM.
Yeah, do AIO. Let's check it for this one.
Okay, just starting letters would be good.
Grab
Okay.
for MEM. Let's see. Grab for MEM. What are the memory parameters set?
Nothing.
Okay, fine. So then let's add it, whatever is not there. You have done fix and check again for this one, and it's still showing.
Yeah.
Why is that? You
Yeah, yeah.
only one package?
See, after I've done check again only, these have been showed warning,
Yeah, but
and these I installed.
one of the
I
packages is
installed.
gone because I think you installed one of the packages, right?
Yeah, yeah. I installed one of the packages, and now I need to install these four as well. I'll
Okay.
install that. But first I'll need. Do I need to set parameters of this since it is warning, or
No,
can I
warning
leave it?
actually you can ignore it. Okay, so even
Okay.
after that, your installation will proceed. That's not a problem.
Okay.
But if you
Okay.
want to set
Then
it,
I'll.
you can set it. So you should just know where to set it. That's all. Okay, and then
Okay.
you
Okay.
can go without that also.
So we need to set in cdhc systemctl.conf.
Yes, the kernel parameters, OS kernel parameters, you'll be setting up there. And also remember
Oh,
this, when you set it, okay, after that
okay.
you run this sysctl-p.
I mean, after setting that, okay, I'll write once. 1 second. Just give me a second.
No problem. Take
Okay.
it. Take it up. Take
Yeah.
it.
Thank you. Systemctl.conf. Okay. After giving parameters, save and close, and then we need to do system sysctl -p, right?
Yes.
I mean file -p.
Like -p, that's all. That sysctl,
Hyphen
that is a
dot
command
conf.
actually. Okay, it's a command.
Oh, okay, okay, cool.
It's
Got
not
it.
a file. So sysctl.p. So what it will do is whatever kernel parameters you are appending, it will just
Hmm.
change those values. It will
Okay,
be available to your system.
sure, sure. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I think I had took back control from you.
Yeah.
Because package is a problem. The reason being when you go for install and later, at some point of a time during linking, it may fail and then your installation, it will be partial.
Yeah.
And in that case, you need to do cleanup, which is another headache if you miss something. See, what you can do is you may not need to give exact version. Okay, you can just do libstdc ++ -d devil and then star. So it already picks up the latest one. So if you do star
Okay.
after d devil, d evil,
Okay. It just checks out
do a
for the
star, yeah.
extension work.
Oh, okay,
Okay, I
okay.
didn't look.
It will not be there anyways. Just do
And
yum install,
yeah.
and it will show. It will anyways. It will show you what it is going to install before you install.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, it will show what we need to. Sorry, I got a call from my brother.
Okay.
So I think it is doing the one which is
Yeah.
latest.
So you see this, it is already installing the one you were trying actually, 4.4.7.
Yeah, exactly. That is what I was saying.
Yeah,
It just
so,
picked up
so you
what
just
it
click at the top level, the library you
compact
want to put in, and then start.
libstdc
Star. Yeah.
plus plus star, or I can do it star here, I think.
Yeah, there also you can do it. So good thing is it is installing both versions. You can see that it is installing 32-bit as well as 64-bit libraries.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing. It is installing both of them.
Yeah, and it is
And
good because
also,
sometimes, in your system, you require compatibility even with 32-bit this libraries. And in that case, you will
oh,
not find any issues.
yeah. So I think this class we are troubleshooting everything, right?
Yeah, so that's good. We have to have it
Yeah,
some way, no? Somewhere.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because Rakesh is also not there, so I think.
And other thing is, I mean, most of the time you learn actually in the troubleshooting.
Yeah, the things we can learn in troubleshooting only. Exactly.
So it's
You
like
know,
if
if
you,
you do, I can. I mean, if you are installing, I can understand at the time, but later on I will forget. But if I do myself, keeping you, beside, I can learn something, right?
yeah, that is the best way actually. Because what I've
That's
seen,
what I
when
have
you
learned.
do something, you take a class. It's like an example, okay? You take a class of something, they'll teach you, you do this, you do that and all. Okay.
Yeah,
Now, because the guy who is telling you, he would have done it multiple times or he would know how things work. So he can do it. Okay.
yeah, that's
But
what
when you do it,
exactly.
maybe your environment is not similar and something changes. Okay. And then
Hmm.
it doesn't come up for you.
Yeah. See, I had done this one. Why it is showing another
No,
app
it's
is running?
just holding a yum lock for some time. Okay, yeah. So it takes
Okay,
time
okay, now
sometimes,
it's.
that files to be written. So it just takes time. That's all.
Yeah, I think every package is done now. I'll
Check
check again.
again. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
everything
all
is done.
those are gone. You can actually
Okay.
ignore these also if you want. Otherwise, if you can set like kernel.sem, all those parameters, that is also fine. Otherwise, it goes
So
and
if you
proceed.
want me to do, I'll do that because anyways we are.
Then let's check it for one of these kernel sem. Let's check for that one. Okay, so I think you check this one. Few values I gave
Once.
which are matching. Okay, no problem. You have to change your user.
What? Yeah. So I think I need to add it here, right?
Yeah, add kernel.sem.
Sem OPM or sem?
No, just do a sem. Okay,
Okay.
and set it to. Okay, these are the values which I think I gave you already, but let me just put it back for you.
Okay. Okay, you're again ping. Thanks. Thank you so
So
much.
this one. So just match it. What all is there and what all is not there, and based on that you set these values. So that first one
Oh,
kernel.sem you make it 250
okay. Cool. So you live in Bangalore, right? In
Yeah,
which area you live in?
I stay in this Whitefield.
Whitefields. Okay. I mean, I came in during my 10th class, you know, 10th class, right? 10th grade.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
At that time, I came to Bangalore. My cousins used to live in what you call Vidyanagar, opposite to HAL.
Okay. Okay. That's it. I know that area.
Yeah, kernel.filemax or
Yeah.
fs.filemax.
Yeah.
fs.filemax.
You are setting fs.filemax. Yeah. So some you have done as such a small. Okay.
So fs fs.filemax 681574. Okay. Now RMM4.
And then I think you copy and paste these what the values. I think you don't have these, so you just copy and paste.
I don't have a paste option here. So
You have not enabled this one, that two-way copy.
I didn't, I think.
Okay, no problem. Then you add it.
So manually I need to add, right?
Yeah, yeah. See, if you copy, you can copy it from your Windows into VM, from VM to Windows. That makes it like you make it bi-directional.
Okay, is there any way of cop pasting it into the note and
No, it's same. See, if you can paste it to the note, you can paste it here also. Okay, main thing is
okay,
not coming to your
here
VM.
as well, right? Yeah, I'll fastly, actually, I'll do it
No,
fastly.
no, do it, no problem.
Thank you. Oh, it is again showing warning.
No, did you run that command? Ctl
Uh,
dot p.
CTL dot
Sorry,
P.
hyphen p space hyphen p. Okay, now you run
Okay.
it again. Fix and check again. Okay.
Yup. File
Okay.
max.
So there should be another file egg. What is the value for the file max?
1 second. fs dot file max I have given 681574
Okay,
as
then
you have
next
given.
click on the detail. Maybe it needs more.
Expected value is C. If you can check
Okay, so maybe
681574.
little more, no? So you just increase it 744. That's why it's complaining.
Okay, okay,
As I said, it's
744.
warning, so it will not affect much, but let's change it.
Yeah,
Make it 744 and remove that file. No, that I think that is okay. Yeah, that's fine. So do this and then let's check it again. Yeah, so all
yeah,
gone.
it's fine. Yeah, it's all done. It's all set, I think.
Now you can go for installation.
Yup.
Okay, that's all. So it's shorted for you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so
So
much.
let it run, and in the meantime, we'll proceed with this. Okay, so I'm just starting my servers.
Okay.
Let me see from the backend. Okay, I think my screen is not shared completely. Let me just do it. Okay, so it shows running here. Okay, so it's running and we can go
Yeah.
for these deployments.
So you are recording the session, right? If Rakesh wants.
Yeah, I'm recording this session and I don't know, he is not here today. I did not get a message also from him, so I'm not
Okay.
sure.
I think I also texted him are you joining the class, but no reply. I think he's
You got any reply or anything from him?
no, no, nothing, no reply. That's what I was saying.
Okay, I think he must be busy shifting, he was saying he's coming to Bangalore.
Yeah, you have got today also holiday, right? So he might be planning he might have planned that way.
Yeah. Right. That's the reason.
Yeah,
I think you messaged me and I missed it. That also.
yeah, maybe.
Okay, so let's see that anyway, so that at least we have it for Rakesh. So I have
Yeah.
one deployment already for calendar.work. I'll
Mhm.
just stop it and then we'll redeploy. So I'll do a force stop now because I don't want any transactions to be available. Anyways, we don't have anything. This is just a sample file. Okay, so this is being done. So it is stopped now. It is in prepared state. I can go for a delete. before I delete, as it is a production environment, I'll have to click on lock and edit. If it is development, I can delete it directly. So I clicked on lock and edit, clicking on calendar.var.
Change it to production, right?
Yeah, and deleting it. So production, it asks for confirmation on everything. Even when I delete, it will ask me to activate changes and all.
Yeah, while starting the server, stopping also manage servers, it just asks like.
Yes.
Now production is dealt by CSC
So like
now
I have
continue.
deleted this now, it is asking me to activate changes or undo all changes. So if I do undo all changes, then that will not go. Let's see that. So if
Yeah.
I'm saying undo all changes and I go to deployments, then it is still there because I did
Yeah.
not click on activate changes. Now if I
Exactly.
have to delete it, I'll click on log and edit. So this is the production environment which tells you for everything. It in case you're doing anything by mistake, it allows you to
Mm-hmm.
go, gives you a second chance. First it asks you for a confirmation, yes or no, you see it here. And then even after that it asks you to activate changes. So that means if someone does anything wrong in the production, that means it was intentional and it was not by mistake. Okay, so let's delete this.
Yeah.
Okay, it's taking a while before it activate changes. Okay, it's coming in. Right, so we don't have that calendar.var anymore. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, right now you see only these. The reason being, I showed you the other day, I have customized this table and I have hidden all libraries. So I am only seeing the deployed applications. Okay. Maybe in your system when you'll go, you will be seeing couple of libraries as well, which will be active. So there will be many active. But in my case, I have hidden those. Now let's go for installation. I'll install the file.
Okay.
I don't remember where exactly I placed it, but it must be here. Think so. Let's see. Yeah, so it's here, which is good. So I clicked on install and then I'm choosing the source wherever I have placed my calendar.var in the server. So you can either do place it on your server. In case you don't have it on a server, you also have an option of upload your file. So if you click on this, it gives you opportunity to get it from your desktop. So if I'll do this, you know, but this is a VM, so it should be in the VM desktop. Otherwise, in case I can
Yeah.
access it directly from my command from my desktop, then I can even keep it from my Windows desktop. So that is being possible. So that again depends upon your firewall. If you have not set the firewall, or if you have made an entry into /etc host of Windows, then you can access it directly, and after that you can even place it from one of your directories, C drive or D drive or anywhere you have placed this file. So I'm going with this. I'm choosing my source. I have placed it here. I'm going ahead for this deployment. Now it gives me opportunity to select. I want to deploy it as an application or as a library. So this one I know for sure this is application. It's not a library. In case I'm
Yeah.
deploying a library, I have to choose a library. Like I
Option.
told,
Yeah.
there are various deployments. So application should be application. And in case we are doing library.
Library should be library.
Yeah, tell me one.
Nothing, nothing. Application is application, library is library. That's
Yes.
what I was also.
So as I said, sometimes few web applications, they require few libraries to be deployed before that can be deployed. So that web will be an application. So that library has to be deployed first, and then this application has to be deployed. I'll go
Okay.
next. And here, okay, I think we made a cluster other day. Okay, so fine. So here you have a choice. If I want to go for a part of cluster, maybe I can choose just one of the managed servers.
Just one of the, yeah.
If I want to go for the cluster, I'll select cluster and I'll say all servers. So if I'll say all servers, it goes to both. But right now, I'll just go for the admin server. I'll not go for this. We'll go for this again after this one. So first, let's go to the admin server and see. So I'm deploying directly on the admin server. And this is the app name. Like we specify a name. If I want, I can even change it. This is something it takes by default. So I want to give it a different name. That is possible because that's how it will be visible then. Okay, and then there are a few parameters. So this is an app name. This is DD only, which is on use only role and policies that are defined in deployment descriptors. So this, if you make it, it will take it as per the users and roles defined in your deployment descriptors. In case you want to change it, you can also have custom roles, because you would have seen sometimes you click on a link and then it doesn't give you the page until you give your username and password. Okay, so those things,
Okay.
if required, that can be done through this custom roles. You can do it. Otherwise, if you have specified some roles and policies using your
Mm-hmm.
Weblogic, that also you can do. At that time, you can choose it. So mainly what you want is, you don't want everyone to see that link. Let's say it's a banking or finance application and you want to restrict it to a set of users. Then if you have created a user, you can choose this so that the user which you have created in your security, okay, which you'll see during security. So those users only can be logged in. So they'll have their username and password. They'll enter their username and password, and then only link will be visible to you. Okay. And if you go for this advanced, which is a custom model that you have configured on Reham's configuration. So this is on security Reham's. I'll just this
Yeah, security level.
yeah.
Uh,
So those things. So it is mainly DD only. When you do it, is as per whatever is defined as deployment descriptors. If they have
Deployment
not
descriptors.
restricted, you will get the page directly. And these are for custom roles. If you have, if they have created any custom roles under your deployment descriptor, so it comes with your part of your deployment descriptor. If you can change, okay. And otherwise, if you have done anything for roles and policies or under security rehab, so those are the possibilities. And then this is use default. We are using default targets. Anyway, we have admin here.
Yeah.
Here you can choose copy this application onto every target for me. So I'm not using this. I'm going for default.
Default.
And there is also option. It's like it's about plan. Like we saw this plan.xml, plan source accessibility. So it says use the same accessibility as application. So wherever application has placed that file, that one. You also have option copy this plan onto every target for me. So if you want to copy it across, then it's possible. Otherwise, you don't want to copy. So we are going with
Do not.
defaults.
Okay.
So this is the last page, which gives me actually selection. What are selections I have done? Okay.
Yeah. What are the everything summary like?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's summary, deployment summary. So we
Yeah.
have deployed this. So this is our file. This is the name of the file. Is staging mode. It says I'm using default and planning. Okay. So what mainly we have to see is once we deploy, we have to see where that file goes. So let's do a finish first. We are
Mm-hmm.
deploying on admin this time.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is being done. I'll click on activate changes. Okay, so this is being done. Let's go and see our deployment. So it should be in prepared state now, which is, it is in prepared state. So I'll be
Yeah.
starting it, start
Start on
all requests.
admin.
And
You just did only admin, right? So it should start on admin or start on all requests.
so when I did on admin, I can do for admin also. Okay. All is
Okay.
mainly for if you deploy for more than that, but that is the first option, so it's close by. So I choose that.
Okay. Okay.
So it's like you click on this.
Got it.
Let's say you click on something like this.
And
So
click
this
on
comes first,
start
right? So just
all
click on it.
requests.
This comes
Yeah.
first. So
Got it. Got it.
that's the reason.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
click on this link. So either if we
Mhm.
know the link, we can enter that link directly. In case you don't know, you can come to testing, and from testing you can click on this link.
Click on that link here. It opens the application page.
So it should be opening. Let's see. Taking some time. Okay, so this is, so application is available now. Now let's see, if you see the deployment plan, there is no tuning parameters set for this. Anyway, it's a small application and sample one, so it's not there. Let's check for the configuration. The session cookies max is set to -1. Session invalidation interval 60. Session time.
-1 means it will be like unlimited, right?
Yes.
-1.
Anywhere, like
Okay.
most of the things, whenever it is set to -1 on WebLogic, it will be
Yeah, yeah, that's what anywhere. Yeah.
okay. Security, anyways, there won't be any security for this for sure. Okay, let's see targets. So this is our admin. It is on admin server. Let's see it here now. Let's go into our admin server and check. So let's go to admin. So you remember this? There was something called stage, no stage, and all. If you
Yeah.
see right now and the admin server, we don't see any stage folder as such,
Stage. What? Yeah, yeah.
because
Okay, in admin server. Okay.
the reason being, whenever we deploy an admin server, the default is no stage mode.
Okay, okay.
That's
There
the
will
reason
not
we
be.
don't have it. Okay, let me see. There should
In
be,
managed servers, we can find that stage.
yeah, when we'll deploy into managed server, then it should come up. Let's do that. Okay, so admin is done. Oh, where is it? Okay. So let's go and remove this.
Mhm.
Okay. It is good that it is a small application. Otherwise, it would have taken a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is done. Let's do another deployment and then go
Hmm.
for calendar.war again. Install as application and let's deploy in cluster this time. Okay, so keeping it
Yeah.
default. Okay, let's try with default first. Ideally, it should be copied. If not, we'll check for the other option. Okay, and I'm clicking on finish. Okay, this is being done. Activate changes. Okay, let's see now. So it should be in prepared state. As usual it is. And start servicing all requests. Okay, so it has started. Let's check it. It should be available for both of our servers now. Okay, so let's check for this. Okay, so page comes up properly for the first server. Let's check for the second one. Okay, so it got deployed successfully to both of them. And these cluster is our targets. Let's check it if it has copied. So you see this. So there was a difference now between these two. So we checked it before deployment. There was no stage folder here. Okay. Now when we have deployed it, we see that there is a stage here. So after
Exactly.
ADR, there is a stage folder when we deployed, but before that it was not there. So stage folder is created, and now if we'll go to stage, we see this application. So that means by
Okay.
default when we have deployed, when we deploy onto the managed servers or the cluster, if we do that, admin server copies it into managed server stage folder. So it should be there for the second server as well. Let's see that. So if we go for second server, there should be a stage folder there as well.
Yeah.
I'm checking for two. Yeah. And it has created as of April 30, which is the current date, 23:10 now, and it has created that at 23:08, so 2 minutes back, which is the right
Yeah.
when we deployed it.
Right. Yeah.
So that's about, like, when we deploy into the admin server, we get it at no stage, and when we do it on
Manage
cluster
server.
admin server, it will be stage mode.
Stage. Okay. Sure. Sure.
Now same
Understood.
thing, same deployment can be done through command line.
Okay.
So let's go for, okay, so for example, let's see it for, yeah, command line. In terms of, if I want to deploy anything in no stage mode, this would be the command line. Let's do a simple deployment first, then we'll check it. So I'll go to this. Let me remove this deployment. Delete. Okay, so I don't have any deployment now, calendar.power, and I should be able to do it through my command prompt. So let's go, where am I? I'm here. Let's go to bin.
In my process of this installation, it just asked me like this. The following script needs to be executed as a root user extension or a INS0.
Yes.
So,
So let's see your screen. I'll tell you what exactly it is. So mainly what you need to do is you will keep that window open and then open one of the terminal. Okay.
okay.
And then run that script. So if you can show me. Yeah. So let this be open. Open a terminal. Okay. And execute these two scripts as a root. Okay. So you become a root first.
Yeah.
And run both of these two scripts.
Yeah, first one I have run, second one I think I have run.
Just put an enter here. Don't do anything.
Enter full path of local bin directory.
Yeah, so it will create one for you. Hit enter.
Okay.
And then it will automatically set.
Do you want to set up Oracle trace file analyzer?
Do no, because it will give you so many, it will increase your disk space. That's all. Okay, so it's
Okay.
being done. Now you can go and click OK. And then now your configuration will start. Okay, so let it run. That will take some time.
Okay, sure. So you think it will be done?
Okay, so once it is done, you let me know. Till that time, at least your DB will be installed today.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
And by tomorrow I can install those two RCU and
Yes,
remaining
once
stuff.
your DB is done, that is the primary thing. Once your DB is done, you should be good.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
And
let's check if my WLST is working. Weblogic dot.
dot deploy.
If that
OW.
works, then I can confirm that okay,
You
my
can do.
deployer will work. So this is not working. Let me run source. Okay, let me try it again. Great. So it's loading class now.
Awesome. Yeah, it is being done now.
But there is something, maybe something,
Oh,
permissions or something.
yeah. Could not find offline WLSD it seems.
Okay, but it's logging into offline.
Oh,
Okay,
will
let's
happen?
try. If this works, then it should be working. Connect
Username password.
WebLogic, Logic 1, and let's see if it connects with this one.
For username you have used only one apostrophe. One
Okay, good. Okay.
0.103. Not 103 you have changed it to 104, right? Or one okay, 103.
Yeah, it's like I that day, other day when I took class, unfortunately I have shut it down.
Uh,
So it happens most of the time. I'll just forget and to do it fast, I'll just click it and then I'll realize, okay, it's gone. So yeah, it's
yeah.
working. So maybe those exceptions I can see later. Some files it may not be able to reach or something may be missing.
Okay.
Okay, so that's fine. I'll exit out of it. So that makes it sure that my deployer would be running. So let's see this command line which we saw the other day. So if I run a weblogic.deployer, oh, sorry. Let me put it in a notepad. That would be better.
Yeah.
So that I don't play with the slides at least.
Exactly.
Okay, let me have a new. Okay, I can also go with local host, so that should not be issue. Let me copy this itself. So I'll make it WebLogic 1 here. Deployment name, I'll make it calendar.
Yeah.
Calendar.
Spelling.
Yeah. Anyways, it will take that as well, but just in case. Okay, target.
Yeah, it
So
takes that.
target,
Yeah.
what I'm gonna do is, for the first time, I'll not specify the target. So I'll just copy it, move into the next line, and I'll remove the target line. So I'm gonna remove this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to remove this one because it should go with default, and I'll mention my path as slash u01 slash sw slash I think calendar.war. So let's run and see this. So I'm saying using weblogic.deployer utility. I'm giving admin URL and I'm going with localhost because localhost is same as my.
అయిపోయింది నాకు వినిపించట్లా ఫీల్ అయ్యావా
Let's see. Okay, it says unable to connect. Okay, maybe it's not picking up with the HTTP. Let's do this. It should actually take
it
it.
is asking https right or t3s okay
Okay, so it must be something else that we.
you instead of localhost I think you need to give that IP if
No,
that
it's
works
instead
out
of localhost, it is something else, I think. But let's try. Oh, okay, I got it. It's not that. It is this.
okay 7100
Yeah.
that's what I got.
Credentials. Okay, correct. Okay, let me change IP as well.
It is asking to enable tunneling.
Yeah, but without that also it should work actually. For admin at least it should work.
Yeah, I think it is working now, right?
Okay, so it's not picking up. Ah, okay, I know the reason. You remember this, while installing, I have always disabled this local hosting.
Localhost, that's what, when you install, that's what I was
You're right.
saying.
So that's why if you will do for all server hosts, then it will pick up. So let's see if it has come up. Yeah, we can see it. So calendar. And this time C as a caps because I gave C as a caps here.
C caps, yeah.
Yeah, so this time it is calendar and by default it takes C as a small based on context name. Okay,
Okay.
so this is there. So it must have been deployed on admin. Let's see the targets. So I deployed it through command line. I did not specify any targets. So it must be on the admin server. So you see this. Because I've not specified any targets, it is deployed on admin
Particular,
server.
yeah.
Let's try this time with targets.
Okay.
So I'm gonna change it a little and name is fine. Before this I'll mention targets and I'll give targets as okay, what is my target name? FMW underscore ms1 comma FMW underscore ms2. Okay, and let's run it. Okay, sorry, it's not target, it targets, I missed that. Yeah, so it's this. And now this should be deploying it into both. So it is deploying on ms1 and ms2. Let's see it. So this time it was here. Let me go to summary of deployments. Let me click on this again. Let's go to testing or let's go to targets, not to testing, although it will show. But yeah, so targets if you'll see, now it is on admin server as well as on this. But because I've specified targets, it came into this one. So let
Particular,
me try
yeah.
one more thing. I'll remove this deployment completely. And we'll try with the cluster name. So I'm stopping this one, force stop now. Oh, sorry, I think I selected everything. So this is a production environment, right? It gives the opportunity. Okay, so shutting this down. And then let's delete it. Log in, edit, delete. got deleted. Activate changes. Okay. So we have seen that in case we deploy it without mentioning a target, if you don't mention a target, uh,
It just completely goes
yeah,
into
we don't
admin server.
mention a target, this command line without a target, it goes only to admin.
Admin server. If you
Also,
give the targets, it goes to both. I mean, to the managed
target will
servers as well as admin.
so mainly when we deploy it without giving target, it get deploys to admin server and in no stage mode. Okay.
Yeah,
And when we choose targets, and our targets is like we can specify one or more. If you are just specifying one target,
exactly.
it will deploy to that target. If you mention more number of targets, it will deploy to all those targets.
All those targets.
Yeah. So this one, the highlighted one is for admin, and it will be on no stage mode. And then we have, this is for the targets. Here we have specified targets. So this will go into MS1 and MS2. But there is a difference here. What we are doing is we are putting it individually into the servers. Okay. Now we'll see for cluster as well. So this time what we'll mention is, we'll not mention the targets. So we'll not mention server name. Instead I'll mention the cluster name. So it
Okay.
should use cluster and it should deploy it into a cluster. So let's see that.
Sure, sure.
Now you see, so it is using this FMWCL1 and it has deployed it into the cluster and not on managed servers. So that means if I want some application to go individually into the server, like we have in GUI we have an option part of cluster, right?
Yeah,
So that can be done using targets and specifying the managed server name. Otherwise, if you want to put everywhere, I can choose cluster. So I have chosen cluster, and in my cluster I have two servers. So it has gone
both.
into clusters.
Yeah,
Okay, so that's
got it.
it. When I did with targets, it was not all server, but instead part of cluster, because I
Part
mentioned
of the
it
server,
individually.
part of the cluster. Yeah,
Okay. So that's the command line. You can use it for admin server,
deployment.
which is no stage mode. You can use it for managed servers, which will be your stage mode. And even if you deploy on the cluster, still it will be your stage mode. So,
Okay.
and you can also specify using the command line which I gave. So if you want to do it for stage mode, if you want to, override options, you can use no stage for no stage mode. You can use
Mm-hmm.
-stage for stage mode. And if you want to do it external, then you can use external.
I find external
Okay.
stage.
So and you can try all these options as well. You can start it even from the command line. You can distribute from the command line. So you can check for all these options. So
Okay.
these are the GUI ones. There is also AND and Maven. We can do, but we
Yeah.
are covering this as a part of this session because it is actually not required by admins to do it. So admins generally they don't use it. Okay, but you are free to try that, and you can still go ahead and you can try Ant and Maven by deploying those binaries first. So if you want to try that, do Ant installation, Maven installation, add its plugin to your Weblogic environment, set up your environment for Ant and Maven respectively,
Maven.
and then you can
Yeah.
go for deployment. You can try the deployments.
Sure, sure.
But just remember this internally, anyways, whatever utility you use, internally it uses weblogic.deployer facility, because this is one utility which actually deploys, which connects to your WebLogic, your admins, and then
Mm.
deploys your applications or your libraries.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure,
So
sure.
yeah, I think that's all for today. We'll wrap up this session here, and
Yeah.
hope you will be able to get through your database installation, and you should be ready with your Fusion middleware tomorrow, or tomorrow at least you can do it. So what's the status
Yeah, sure.
now?
Tomorrow I'll be ready.
You got it covered?
It's 97%, I think.
So it should be closing it. Let's see. If 97, I would reckon that it's not gonna fail.
Okay.
There should be
I
another
think
window open, right, for this?
there is no other window opened actually.
Really?
Yeah, this is the one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's done.
Okay, you are done now. Great. So just see, just try and connect it.
So this is for enterprise manager.
That
Okay.
is for
So I
enterprise
can
manager. If you want to change something or control it, that you can do.
okay, I can close it. What it is? Okay, I can close it, right?
Yeah, yeah, you can close it from here. You can close it from down. It's done for you. So installation is successful. You can just see if you can check for the ports. You can check for the PMON process that should be running.
So do I need to click on select, like go into the database or
Just check for this first. Netstat for 1521. Check it that IP because I think you have given that one only, right? Or it should have taken that one only.
yeah, I haven't given anything, but
Okay, so that's listening, which is good. And then just do ps ef and grep it to underscore pmon. Grep underscore pmon.
Timon.
Yeah, it's pmon. Whatever you typed earlier, that was correct. Yeah. Yeah. So your ORCL is running. So let's do one more thing. Do dot space aura env env en no all in small. Keep it
Okay,
all in
okay,
small.
sorry.
Yeah, env and just hit enter. Okay, put it ORCL here. That is your Oracle SID. Okay, hit enter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your environment is set. Now you can do SQL SQL plus
Okay.
space root as so slash root I mean slash space sysdba. AS you have to add before that. Before sysdba, do AS.
Oh, as is DBA.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Hit enter. Just include a space in between after that your root slash and yeah, hit it. Now just run
Okay.
select star from
Star.
or no, don't do star. Do instance name. Select instance name, instance underscore name from v dollar instance. Type it from
From
v dollar instance.
V
V
dollar
dollar
instant
instance and semicolon. Yeah,
semicolon.
yeah. Enter. Hit enter. You have entered colon or semicolon.
Colon.
So I think it will fail. Put a semicolon and let it go. Okay, run it again and
Okay,
just
sorry.
correct it.
Select
Select instance
instance underscore name
name
from
from v dollar instance.
V dollar instance.
Okay, so it gives you the instance name. That means everything is up and running, and you are seeing
Yeah.
your instance name. Your database is perfectly fine. So installation is complete, and this
Awesome.
completes your database setup.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
So we were able to do these two things. We did a deployment, and in parallel we did your database installation as well.
Installation. Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
Okay, so let's catch up tomorrow and see something
Yeah,
tomorrow.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Bye. Have a good
Okay.
day. Bye.
Yeah. You too.
Take
Bye
care.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.